Here we are at the Colorado Renaissance Festival 2019. Gonna spend the day with some friends, eat good food, watch some shows, take as much video as I can. We're here just after opening. It's the very first weekend. It's opening day of the opening weekend. We always come, if we come during the year, we come during the opening weekend because you can get tickets that are buy one, get one free tickets to get in. You can get coupons, excuse me. This year they were at Subway. So I went to Subway, got these coupons, and now they're waiting in line to get tickets, and it's buy one, get one. I feel like that's the better acceptable price rather than paying $25 a person. 2 for $25 works for us. But even if you paid $25 a person, I still think it would be worth it. But why pay more when you don't have to, right? This is a shop that sells necklaces, goblets, and looks like flasks over there, but I really like where it says they sell fairy dust, mermaid scales, dragon snot, and bunny kisses. Yay! I like bunnies. Zodiac necklaces, those are nice. I am a Gemini. Okay. Josh is a Pisces. Where are you Pisces? You're over here. Those are nice, yeah. I love chess sets. I don't have any room for them, otherwise I would probably buy a lot. And then these flasks are pretty good. Not bad prices either. Regular finish for $64, gold plated for $74. Those are nice. This shop is located near the entrance The entrance is there through the people coming in.
Look at these chess pieces.
We are waiting to see a show. It's about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to go track down some honey mead, which is my favorite thing that they serve here. And I'm gonna remember this year to take a picture of the bottle so I can look for it when I'm not at the Renaissance Festival, because I'm sure it must be available somewhere, right? Mission accomplished. Honey mead. Oh, it's just so good. This time I remember to take a picture of the bottle so that I can find it. And I'm gonna put the picture here as a reminder to myself to go looking for this at some point when I'm not at the Renaissance Festival. And you can get it kind of in that food courtish area that you see behind me here. Mmm, delicious. Here are the events that are available at the Renaissance Festival this year. Feel free to pause this and read it if you like. We just finished listening to the first session of Cast in Bronze playing the carillon bells. It's a 4-ton instrument. I'm gonna put a little snippet here. They asked people not to take video because they have DVDs and CDs, but I wanted to show you it just a little bit so you can get an idea of the immenseness of this instrument and the incredible talent it would take to play it. Alright, so my friend Chris got the Scotch egg, which is a hard-boiled egg that you can see. It's surrounded by sausage and then breadcrumbs. It has a tangy mustard sauce with it. Calvin got the banana crepe, which is amazing. It comes with ice cream, peaches, and
chocolate and vanilla.
Chocolate and vanilla ice cream.
Strawberries,
fresh fruit, and there's banana in the crepe itself. How much was the crepe?
It's $4.50.
$4.50, and so was the Scotch egg. Oh, and I forgot to mention my mead earlier was $5. A lot more crowded on this side of the Renaissance Festival than it was at the other side of the Renaissance Festival. Oh, I love doing henna body art. I'm not brave enough to get a real tattoo, but temporary tattoos are kind of awesome. I wonder if everybody comes in and goes right because we're Americans and we're so used to that. We haven't hit a lot of the stores, just some things that jumped out at us, but we'll do more looking later. We're working our way towards a stage for a show that's gonna happen in about 45 minutes, but we're just moving slowly. And there are elephant rides. Ooh, they have metal caps on their tusks. So you can pay to ride the elephant. I like elephants. I think they're awesome. Most animals are awesome. Hi, you're looking at me. There's a show going on at the stage we're going to be waiting at here in just a few minutes. Sounds like it's concluding. We want to get a spot in the shade because it's pretty sunny out right now. The clouds are coming in, but not anywhere where the sun is, so hopefully it'll become a little more overcast later. It's not too hot and there is a nice breeze, but being in the direct sunlight is a little rough. There's a shop that has earthenware, mugs, and such. And 2019. They're nice with the gold coins. There's also some over here that are just fronts, not actual gold. Well, I mean, I don't think the other ones are actual gold either, but you know what I mean. I think it's interesting because it doesn't say Renaissance Festival, it doesn't say Colorado, because they could sell these at any ones, because if it's a Renaissance fair or a Renaissance festival, Renaissance covers it, and it doesn't say Colorado or anything specific, so if they go around the country to other fairs or festivals, they can sell the same cups. Very smart. Also a big fan of the bamboo reusable straws. They have some of different lengths and sizes. This is the shop that has the mugs. If you walk to the right and follow it all the way around, this is where you come to. I don't see a name of the place, but it's in spot 20 if you're looking for any of those items I was showing you. And they have some metal goblets too, you can see back there. And every year they have this rare cork-nosed piggies, or piggy banks. And there's a mama piggy and then a bunch of little baby piggies. Chris and Calvin got the, what do they call it? The Orange Julius, which doesn't taste exactly like an Orange Julius, but it is sort of a creamy orange and cream together. This was how much?
$3.
$3.
$2.75.
Oh, $2.75.
$3.
Right around $3.
Okay, glimmers of recognition. Now, at ton time or other, I would venture a guess that most of you meeple have wormed your turds around, am I right? Yeah, it's not unusual. At ton time or other, you'll get your merds mixed up and you'll say something like, but ossifer, I'm not under the alkafluency alcohol. Guy, Polly, my breedometer must be spoken. I was at that Fenterod festival eating a lurkey teg, but my fresh band kept dropping off my tinky. I didn't know it was a glottomless bass. Now, when you do something like that, that is called a spoonerism. The reason that these are called spoonerisms dates back to a real live dead guy. This real live dead guy was Reverend William Archibald Spooner. Now, when you stick Reverend on the front of somebody's name, of course, that means that he was a man of the cloth, a minister. In this case, he was an Anglican priest. Do you know that term, Anglican, Church of England? Yeah. Okay, I see nodding heads. Episcopalian?
Yeah.
Catholic light?
Yeah.
Yes, all of the ritual, none of the magic.
Oh, man.
All right. So a couple years ago, a guy gave me a great definition. He told me it was Catholicism for people who flunked Latin. Well, Reverend Spooner, not only was he an Anglican priest, he was an Oxford Don. Let's just translate that as college professor. He taught theology. He eventually became the warden of St. Mary Magdalene College, which is part of Oxford University. Warden, he was the warden. I went to a college that needed a warden. Anyway, warden in English means chancellor or dean.
Right.
Administrator. He had this one little quirk. Every once in a while he'd look out over his flock and he would say things like, "The Lord is a shoving leopard." Or he would turn to some lady in the front row and say, "Pardon me, madam, but this pie is occupied. May I sew you to another sheet?" Story goes, he once closed a wedding with, "It is now customary to cuss the bride." Allegedly, he once toasted Her Majesty by saying, "Everyone glaze your rasses to our queer old dean." He did this sort of thing so often that his students coined the term a spoonerism. Even before him, though, the ancient Greeks had a word for it. They called it metathesis, or the art of switching, and if you would want a lecture, you wouldn't have skipped out of church.
There we go. Take your time until both eyes open. Nice and easy. Let go.
Good job.
Let go.
All right, so a little bit more food. There is Josh's red beans and rice. How is it, Josh?
It's very good, actually. It's spicy and fresh and very hot.
Okay. And then I got an artichoke. Both of these were $4.50. It started to rain here at the Renaissance Festival. There's the sky.
Pretty excited about that.
Someone left the camels in the rain. Oh, look at him trying to get the raindrops. At least that's what I think he's doing. You can see everybody's pulled up in all the little storefronts. We are at the Hollow Earth Swordworks. While I'm here, let me show you some of the. So they have a pike, and that's the pike there on the right. And I think that's a glaive. And you can see these are actually pole arms. The whole rack of daggers with different pommels. You got your daggers. And long swords. Kirby long swords. I'm sure there's a specific name for those. There's some crossbows over there. There's a two-handed sword. There's one right here. Almost as tall as I am. Beautiful craftsmanship. To have throwing daggers and throwing axes. And I guess darts is what these would be, because they're not quite throwing daggers, but they're definitely kind of maybe darts. More short swords. Kid-sized swords, you know, for safety. The rain has settled down a bit, so people are out running around again. There was sort of an exodus towards the exit because of, I think once the rain hits, the temperature has significantly dropped, and now it's only in the high 60s, which I think is actually kind of nice, but for a lot of people who are dressed for summer weather, it's probably pretty cold. Here's a good idea of what kinds of food you can get. I did actually end up having a steak on a steak. It was raining too much, so I didn't video it, but it is exactly what it sounds like, a big piece of meat on a wooden stick, and it's delicious. It was great this time, like it always is. I noticed that the food and drink is upside down, so if you're from the upside down, then you have food here for yourselves. The guy insults you as you throw tomatoes at him. I guess they let little kids throw from earlier. I love over there where it says, "This is an insult game. Do not play if you are easily offended." I kind of feel like that's a good advice for life. Life is an insult game. Do not play if you are easily offended.
Throw one, see how.
Just try one. Yeah, go.
Try one.
Something we almost always get when we're here is fudge. One of the places that has a lot of different kinds of candies. The fudge is great. We got chocolate walnut, and it's really good.
Very rich.
Yeah, it's very rich.
That's good fudge.
The walnuts are good because they cut through it. Sometimes I feel like just the chocolate is too much.
I fell in love with it. I was like, dude, you're awesome. You got a great comment.
Look, it's a fairy with bubbles. I love bubbles. Bubbles remind me of Disney because there's just bubbles everywhere for some reason.
I love the ones that we saw in Manhattan. There was somebody who had these huge ones like that, but they were huge nets. And you'd make things that were like a foot and a half tall.
I capture some of the shop's elegance designs. Butterfrog, different art, and this perfumes, aromatherapy, herbs and incense. A good cross section of the kinds of things that they sell here. Jewelry, there's a lot of different kinds of jewelry shops. We looked at the wedding rings before, they're very nice. And then, well, the privies. That's not that exciting, but everybody's got to go at some point. This area in here we always call the cul-de-sac because it's just a little bump with stores in it. There was a mask store, another jewelry store. I bought something for my mom for her birthday there. There is a pillow store over there and tapestries. Pillows are very nice. They're very fluffy. And drinking horns over there as well. More jewelry. And they have roasted nuts over here. Like caramel. We usually get some of these. Probably not on this trip. We've had quite a bit to eat. Although I'm sure they'd still be great later. And dragon pets that you just sort of wrap around your arm. That's what it looks like. Do these loop around your arms?
That's my assumption.
Or your arms? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So they're kind of rubbery to hold on. Lots of different colors. Some of them look like toothless up there, the black ones. And then there was... We saw the wooden blades earlier. Here are actual blades. Stained glass. That looks very nice. $2 worth, I like the name of that. Aromatic bartenders. Belly dance attire. More swords. Actually, I don't see a lot of swords in there. Some knives. Oh, there's swords on the back wall. That does it for us at the Colorado Renaissance Festival 2019. After the rain, it kind of got a little muddy. Plus, by that time, we had seen a lot of what we wanted to see and saw the shows. Now, I had a lot of stuff in this video, but we certainly didn't do everything.
Of course he is. All of us. I think he's taking this video.
Oh my.
I don't know what this means.
Oh, I love the guys that stand up there and just speak to you. Sometimes hurling insults. Not as bad as the guy where they throw the tomatoes to. In any case, let me know in the comments below the favorite thing that you like about the Colorado Renaissance Festival that we didn't see when we were here. And I'll put that on my list for next year.